What's up guys, how's it going? Solo Black Dude here. I have no idea why I was getting grilled on my last video saying how I was stupid to believe it, even though I didn't actually say it. I mean, where's the sense in that? I mean, that really irritated me. Someone even had to comment saying, you know, how I didn't actually say that I believed it. It's stupid. But anyway, I've got a match here. It's actually a second round tourney from nojnp's tourney. I'll leave a link in the description and whatnot, and everything else. But anyway, he's going to lead up with his Dragonite. I'm going to lead up with my Don Fan. He's fearing the Ice Shard, so you know, obviously he has to switch out because even if I do break off more skill, I can, you know, hit 2-hit KO it and whatnot. He goes into his Gastrodon just to take that hit. So now fearing whatever move he has with us, you know, whether it's Surf, Scald, Earth Power, well, not even Earth Power, but Ice Beam. In this case, the Ice Beam. I switched out into my Latias, but I didn't know he was going to go for an Ice move. I thought he was going to go for, you know, straight up stab water move. So my Latias ends up taking about half HP, and now I have to retreat yet again to go into my Ninetales just to absorb the next incoming Ice move. Because judging by the damage, I'm thinking it's definitely modest specs. So that's what I had in the back of my mind. So, you know, just to go into Ninetales just to resist it. So now he has to switch out, definitely giving the impression that he is scarfed, as he switches out into his Chansey, and I do manage to get up a burn because, you know, I didn't, you know, because the switch is obvious. So now I have to switch out. I'm going to go back into my Don Fan because my intention now is just to get up some Stealth Fox, because Stealth Fox is the best move in the game. So really, he has to switch out because he can't really do much to my Don Fan, and he probably wants to pass off the wish to something else, I don't know. But he goes back into Gastrodon, and now I can get off my Stealth Fox because that Dragonite is going to be a pain in the ass with this multi-scale intact. So Stealth Fox will take care of that little ditty. So throwing the Gastrodon yet again, I'm going to go into my Lantern, and unfortunately he does predict me to go into it, so he goes for an Earth Power. Either that or he decides to predict it into Ninetales. Either way, this Gastrodon pretty much has me covered in some aspects. So, you know, he's actually a very big threat, or in this case she, because, you know, he's female. So I have to switch out. Gonna go into my Source Box under the impression that he's Choice Specs, but he reveals to me that he's actually not Choice Specs, and he goes for an Ice Beam and takes my ass right out in one clean shot. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this? And then he tells me that he's modest Expert, but I'm like, oh, right. So now I have to, you know, whip up some kind of plan to take out this Gastrodon and get around it. So here, first off, I go for a Confuse Ray just to give myself some kind of breather, and hopefully he attacks himself, which he does, which is great. So I get that breather. So now I can't really do much to it because Ice Beams aren't going to do very much to it, and I have to switch out. So I'm going to go into my Latias, hoping he doesn't predict the switch into anything else like he did the last few of his turns. Thankfully, he doesn't predict my switch, and he goes for the Earth Power through the confusion, which means I'm able to dodge that due to my Latias' ability. So here I go for a Calm Mind. Just, you know, this is my second part of the plan, just to absorb as much Ice Beams as possible. Well, trying to get as much special defenses as possible through, you know, while he's trying to attack himself. But here he goes for an Ice Beam through the confusion, and it does about half from where I was. So now here I have to hope that he doesn't attack me like in the specific point. So I go for a Wish because I, you know, have Wish of Recovery, you know, just to help my team. And thankfully he does attack himself in confusion, which means I'm able to get off that Wish, you know, safely for definite, because I can go for a Calm Mind here. But he decides to switch into his Dragonite, not really sure why, but I can tell you why because I remember what he told me, which I'll say later on. So here I go for a Calm Mind just to get that +2 special defense, so I, you know, if he was to stay in and Ice Beam me, then, you know, I can take the hit and then get off my Wish, as you can see right here. And now I can tell you why he decided to switch into Dragonite directly on my Latias. He thought that I was max HP, max defense, but I'm actually max HP, max speed, which means I'm able to outspeed, well, basically anything over infinite speed or Terrakion speed. So, you know, I can go for a Dragon Pulse and take him right out, which is great because Dragonite was quite a problem. He could have extreme speeded me at any given point if things went differently. But thanks to Stealth Fox being the best move in the game, and with the Sun Up and my +2 special attack, I can go for a Hidden Power Fire and then take this Skarmory right out. So yeah, that's basically pretty much it for Skarmory. Straightforward kill. So now here, He goes into his Terrakion, and he does appear to be faster, which definitely tells me he is Choice Scarfed. And I must say, I don't really like Choice Scarf Terrakion. I don't really find it that much useful because it does kind of get screwed. I mean, if it gets burned, then it's useless. If I switch in the 4 times resist, which you'll see in a few moments, then it's pretty much useless. But anyway, I do live the Dragon Pulse. I do live the X-Scissor, go for a Dragon Pulse, take it down to red. Then I can switch out into my Infinite because I know that it's Choice Scarfed. Take the X-Scissor very, very well actually. And he is forced to switch out as he goes into a Pokemon that he probably wants to sacrifice. In this case, which is the Gashadon. Maybe he thought I was going to go for an Overheat, which is why he switched into it. But I figured, why, there's no point really. I can just go for a Close Combat and take things out. So anyway, I go for a Close Combat. He lives on a smidgen, which is bad, but I'm faster, so it's good. So I can just take my second Close Combat. Worst comes to worst, I just take more Life Orb damage. So yeah. So now his Gashadon is gone, which is a huge relief because that Gashadon really had me worried. So he goes into Mew. Since I'm faster, I can just safely U-turn out, get a bit of damage, super effective damage, nice free damage. And he does live over half. Although Life Orb is kind of wearing me down because Infinite Blizzard Glass can remove it. But anyway, I am going to go into my Latias yet again. As he goes for a Psychic, I can easily take that because Latias has nice special defense and, if it's resisted because he's also part Psychic. So, here, I was going to go for a Wish, but then I figured, hold on, if I Wish and then Tracking comes in, I'm screwed because it's faster than me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse straight off the bat, predicting the Terrakion as he comes in, and he does do it as to my predictions, and I'm able to take him out. So no longer will our Scarf Terrakion screw move, or should it want to. So at this point really, it's pretty much good game here because what he's gonna do is he's gonna go into Chansey and he's gonna forfeit because he really can't do much. Because my Infinite can just basically, deal a lot of damage to him and whatnot. So yes, that will be the game. You're welcome to leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I don't know why I keep putting some certain person, but anyway, I should stop that. But yeah, that'll be it. I'll catch you guys later, and peace.